Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to our Sunday afternoon live stream. Hope you're all having a lovely afternoon. We remain in lockdown, of course, for the time being, so I suppose you're not having as good an afternoon as you would normally do so. But again, I hope everyone is just having a nicer time as they possibly can. So we're going to be here for an hour. We'll be streaming until 6 o'clock. We'll be looking at the latest observations later on in the video. We'll be looking at the ECM ensembles. We got some people already with us in the chat, and I saw that someone was saying that Arpège is forecasting some hot temperatures for Wednesday, so we'll have a look at that. And we're also going to have a look at Peitao Pengs analogues. We'll have a look at Peitao Pengs analogues for the winter of 2020-21. Which will be quite an interesting watching, because I've been showing those within Gauss Webby's Sunny Roundup for the last couple of months, and Peitao Pengs analogues have been pointing towards a rather colder and more block winter for 2020-21. But we'll see what it's showing anyway, and I'll save them back for the live stream for this month, and we'll see what Peitao Pengs analogues are showing for the winter of 2020-21 later on. So all of that sort of screen sharing will be coming up in around half an hour or so. We'll give everybody plenty of time to check in. Some people arrive late and don't get notification about the stream and see it later on, and so on. So that will be coming up from around 5:30, something like that. But before then, we'll be taking your questions. So if you've got any question that you would like to ask, then please do so through the live chat. It's a busy stream already. We're up to 36 viewers, and we've only been talking for a couple of minutes. So going to be very, very busy within the chat. I probably won't be able to answer everybody's questions, but I'll do as many as I can. Super chat and is enabled for this live stream, and also you can donate to the stream through Streamlabs. It will flag up your question and your comments to me, so I'll be able to see it if you do that. But otherwise, I'm just going to answer as many as I can. But I think some people will probably get missed out, unfortunately, due to how busy the stream is. We're now up to 41 concurrent viewers. So hello, and thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to say about something new that we're developing and we're starting today. So you know that at the moment we're trying out new things. We're trying out new content, new videos. So we're doing a European outlook. We brought that back after a 4-year hiatus, and we've started doing a weekly forecast of the United States of America. So we're trying new things, and something new that we've just developed is a Discord account for Gauss Weathervid. So we're across social media as well, of course. We're going to be putting the Discuss chat back to gaussweathervids.com from the 1st of June. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're also on Instagram, got an Instagram account, and the latest development is that we now have a Discord server for Gauss Weathervid. So that's just another way of everybody being able to get together and sort of chat with one another and whatnot through Discord. So we'll be posting the link to Discord, to our Discord server in this live stream, and go over to Discord and sort of see how things are looking over there, and sign up if you want. It's just another way of everybody being able to get together and sort of chat and whatnot. So we'll be posting the link to the Discord, to the Gauss Webby's Discord server later on. So that's a new development. Haven't said anything about that, but it's something new that we're going to be trying out and just see how we get on. We're very much innovating at the moment, trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, and yes. So that's quite interesting and quite exciting, I think. So hopefully a few of you anyway will enjoy being able to post on the Gauss Webby's Discord server. Right, so we've got 55 concurrent viewers. Hello, and thank you very much to our 55 viewers. We've been talking for 5 minutes, so going to be a busy stream today, I think. And I see we've got quite a selection of people in the chat as well. So let's have a look at what you're saying. So starting us off is Sane Patel. Sane is with us saying afternoon, Gavin. So good afternoon, Sane, and thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. Also got Simon Jenkins with us saying hi, Gav. So good afternoon, Simon. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. We've also got Adam Blunden saying he's going to send me a picture tomorrow on Instagram. So thank you, Adam. We'll feature that at the beginning of Gav's Weather's Sunday Roundup next week. I did say today that we will be setting aside the first sort of 5 minutes or so of the Sunday Roundup every week for people's pictures, because sometimes, you know, people send me pictures and I sort of don't have time to show them within the weekly videos for sometimes 2 or 3 weeks, so people's pictures can get left behind a little bit for quite a while, and I always feel quite bad about that. So I decided let's set aside sort of 5 or maybe 10 minutes at the start of Gav's Weather's Sunday Roundup and show everybody's pictures then. Quite what we do when we stop doing the Sunday Roundup, though, when the winter update starts at the beginning of September. I haven't figured that out yet, but we will come up with another video that we can show everybody's pictures in when we stop doing the Sunday Roundup in September. So send that through, Adam, and we'll show it at the start of Sunday Roundup next week. Simon Jenkins is saying, is the GFS more reliable than the ECM on the longer range? Well, of course, the ECM is the best model overall, Simon. It rates as the best model against any other model. I'm not sure about in terms of longer range forecasting. But certainly within like short to medium time scales, the ECM rates the best against, let's say, GFS, GEM, UK Met Office. The ECM has always been the best, really, and it remains the best. Now, in terms of the longer range seasonal models, I haven't seen any stats for the longer range seasonal models, so I'm not sure about that, really. So I'm not sure if there are even any stats for like the seasonal models. I'm sure there are somewhere, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't really know where to find them. So, but certainly I would think the ECM would be one of the best in the long range, given that it's got a very good track record for short and medium range. So I don't see any reason why the ECM wouldn't be a very good model. Maybe not the best, but it certainly would be up there with the best, I think, in terms of seasonal models. So our moderator, Savvy, is with us today. So thank you so much, Savvy, for moderating the stream today. If everybody can say thank you to Savvy for being our moderator today, that would be absolutely great. Savvy will be sharing the link to Discord as well as we go through the stream. So thank you so much, Savvy, for moderating the stream today. Alpha SB is with us saying afternoon, everyone. So good afternoon, SB. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. And Asian Major is with us saying afternoon, Gav and everyone. Hope you're all managing to enjoy some sunshine. It's up to 22.3 degrees here in Gloucester, where Adrian is. Yes, it's been a nice afternoon, Adrian. We've had quite a bit of brightness here anyway. Been a little bit overcast at times. It hasn't been wall-to-wall sunshine by any means, and there's been a bit of a chilly wind blowing as well. So it's not been bad though, and the weather's going to be on the up actually over the next few days. So we're definitely going to be seeing warmer temperatures coming up. We'll have a look at that around 5:30. We'll have a look at the arpège model and see what maximum temperatures arpège is forecasting for this week. Well, up to Wednesday anyway. I think that's about as far as we can get to. We've got 65 people with us right now. So hello and thank you so much everybody for tuning in on this Sunday afternoon. That's absolutely fantastic, and hope you're having a nice afternoon, as good an afternoon as possible given the circumstances, and you are all enjoying the live stream. Don't forget to give us a like on the video and let us know that you are enjoying the video as well. John Corner is with us saying what's up. So good afternoon, John. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. We've also got Katrine Baso with us saying good afternoon, Gavin and everyone. So good afternoon, Katrine. Thank you so much for tuning in to our live stream this afternoon. We've also got Max Crazy Storm saying that a Pej is showing 28 degrees in Suffolk. We're going to have a look at that, Max. Thanks for letting me know. We'll have a look at that in the middle part of the video where we do some screen capture. I want to give everyone plenty of time to get in before we start looking at Peitao Pengs analogues for winter and whatnot. So give everyone a nice opportunity to get in, and then around 5:30 we shall have a look at those analogues and the rest of the stuff that I'm going to show in this live stream. Alan Petru is with us saying, hi Gav, good afternoon. Will the early hurricane season have an effect on the UK summer? It probably will have an effect, Alan, but I mean, it's one of those things where we don't know what the effect will be. So sometimes when we have a very active hurricane season, we can have quite a bad summer. It depends on the track of the jet stream, really, and how the areas of low pressure that will be the remains of those tropical storms and hurricanes, how they sort of interact with the jet stream, really. So for example, 2012 was an active hurricane tropical storm season in the Atlantic, and that was a very bad summer, as we know. But it didn't stop raining really throughout the whole of the summer of 2012. 1995 was a very active hurricane season as well. That time the hurricanes and tropical storm remnants were like going up to Greenland continuously, sort of Iceland, Greenland, and that kept us under high pressure. Actually helped to inflate high pressure over the UK and gave us a very, very hot and a very dry summer. So it's one of those things, one of those questions that, yes, it probably will have an effect, but we don't yet know what that effect will be. And that's as much as I can give you on that at this stage. And we've just got to see how these systems interact with the jet stream. The assumption that we're making is that we are going to have an active hurricane season. We already have a tropical storm in the tropical Atlantic. We've got Arthur, tropical storm Arthur, very, very early days for seeing that. So yes, I think it will have an effect. I think we'll have quite a big hurricane season. I'm expecting it will be above average. It could even be a hyperactive hurricane season. And I think it will have an effect, but we don't know what that effect will be. Brent 2029 is with us saying, hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon, Brent. I'm absolutely fine, my friend, and thank you for being with us. And yeah, just thank you for being with us on our live stream. Brent is also asking, do you think we will have a repeat of summer 1995 or the hot summer of 1997? That's a good question, Brent. If you saw Gav's Webby's Sunday Roundup, you will know that I'm sort of seeing signs of the Azores High being quite ridgy, trying to ridge in quite on. I don't know what everybody else thinks about that, but I'm seeing definite signs of the Azores High wanting to throw up ridges into northern and western Europe. And so that's the kind of thing around this time of the year. That's the kind of thing we're looking for, to see whether the Azores High is wanting to throw out ridges or whether it wants to sort of pull back into the Atlantic and allow the jet stream and troughs of low pressure to come in from the North Atlantic. So the pattern that's evolving seems to be one that could be conducive towards a warmer or hotter summer. But at this stage, we don't know whether that's going to carry on into the summer itself. I have not seen any finalised data for this summer yet. We've got one more summer update to do next Sunday and a final season-wide roundup as well. And then we release a summer forecast. So we've got one more update to do next Sunday, and then we will start getting all of the data together. We'll look at the finalised data and see where that is telling us. But definitely the Azores High does seem to be quite keen to ridge. So we shall see. We've got around 70 people with us at the moment, hovering around 70 concurrent. So thank you everybody for being with us this afternoon. Don't forget to give a like on the video. Let us know that you are enjoying the live stream. In around 15 minutes, we're going to do some screen capturing. We'll have a look at the latest observations from XC Weather. We'll look at the temperature forecast from a Pej for this week, up to Wednesday anyway. Have a look at the ECM ensembles, and we'll also have a look at Peitao Pengs Winter 2020-21 analogues, what Peitao Peng is forecasting this month for the winter. So that will be coming up in around 15 minutes time. Moving down through the chat, we've got Brent Wood saying, hi everyone, the Azores High is starting to look ridgy. That's just what I was saying. Duncan, the Azores High is starting to look ridgy. Hope we have a good summer to lift the spirits. Well, definitely, yes, I'm just mentioning that the Azores High does look as though it's keen to ridge. It may change as we get through to the summer, but at the moment, the Azores High does look as though it's continuously wanting to throw up ridges into northern and Western Europe. It is one of the things that we watch for at this time of year to see what the Azores High is doing, because the Azores High is one of the factors that gives us very warm and dry weather in the summer. If it's ridging in, of course, if it pulls away over towards Bermuda, that will allow the jet stream and troughs of low pressure to dig in from the north, and that's a kind of pattern that we tended to see around 2007, that sort of era, and also 2012 as well. Eddie Lundgren is saying, will we have a hot summer? We will have a hot summer every year now. I'm not sure about that at all, Eddie. I think the weather goes through phases, goes through cycles, so I'm not sure really that we can say we're going to have a hot summer every year. I suspect we will continue to have our fair share of poor and miserable summers. We only have to go back to 2012 for the last time we had an absolutely atrocious summer. 2015 wasn't very good either. It did have one very, very hot spell right at the end of June and into the opening day of July, but that was it for that summer. The rest of the summer of 2015 was really bad. So I'm not sure that we can say we're going to have a hot summer every summer. I think we'll still have our fair share of poor miserable summers. I don't think we can guarantee a hot summer every year by any means. Bernard Hamill is with us saying, hi Gav, can we have a repeat of 1995, please? We're due one. I'm sitting in the garden listening to a bird song on a chilly, cloudy day here in County Antrim. Thank you for being with us this afternoon, Bernard. So, yes, I would definitely say we are probably due, we're definitely due a hot August, I think. I don't know what anybody else thinks about that, but I talked about this last week, I think, in the live stream. I think we're definitely due a hot August. We haven't had a very hot August with an 18 Celsius temperature since 2003. Very long time ago, 17 years ago. When you think how many hot Julys we've had in the interim, I think we are definitely due. I think we're definitely due a hot August. Of course, 2018 got very close to 1995. 2018 was the first time since 1995 that I'd seen the ground absolutely baked dry and the grass going completely brown and whatnot. So I think 2018 got close to 1995, but it was just August of 2018 that sort of let things down a little bit. But I would say we're definitely due a hot August. It doesn't necessarily guarantee we will get a hot August, of course, but I think we're definitely due a hot August, and we may be due quite a hot summer as well. Savvy saying, but weather tends to go through phases of cold and warm winters and summers. Yes, that's right, Savvy. So we've also got Duncan Ward saying 1995 is showing up all-time and summer updates. So yes, it has seen it quite a lot, actually. We have seen the summer of 1995 shown up quite a bit in our summer updates. Shiram is with us saying, afternoon Gary. So good afternoon, Shiram. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. We also got new name, Vincent Lasarix, saying good afternoon, Gary. So good afternoon, Vincent. Thank you for tuning in to our live stream this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying it. And we've also got Tibbo Jones with us saying, greetings, friends. So good afternoon, Tibbo. Thank you for being with us this afternoon on our live stream. Mark Kanish is saying, hi, Gavin. The weak El Nino you mentioned today over winter, could that have been the cause of the Maya winter of 2019-2020? Probably not, Mark. I think it was so weak, but I doubt it had much of an effect. The main reason that we had such a very mild winter for 2019-20 was that just that very, very intense polar vortex. The polar vortex really powered up, and we know what happened. It was a polar vortex of doom. It's gone, but it certainly isn't forgotten, and And yes, that was the main cause of that tremendously wet and windy and very active winter. Sherm's asking what the spring predictability barrier. What is the spring predictability barrier? So, Sherm, that's very difficult to explain. But essentially, at this time of the year, remember, ENSO tends to begin ENSO phases. So, spring predictability barrier. Let's say what that's related to. That's related to ENSO. So, ENSO, be it El Nino or La Nina events, tend to begin kind of through the summer. And then they'll tend to gather pace through the summer into the autumn and reach their peak in the winter, usually around Christmas, and that's why we have the name El Nino, because it refers to Christmas. So these events reach their peak around Christmas, and then they tend to fade out later in the winter and into the spring. So when you get to the spring, you reach a predictability barrier where you are going from the past event, where that's dying away, but you don't yet know where the next phase of ENSO is going to go. And so particularly models really do struggle to work out where you're going to go after the end of one phase of ENSO and moving to the next phase of ENSO. So around sort of the springtime, we reach a predictability barrier where the models just can't see, they can't see where things will go next. And when you get towards late spring, early summer, then you start to move out of the spring predictability barrier, and it all starts to become a lot clearer. James Jukebox is with us saying, good afternoon, Gav. Hope all is well. Looking forward to that winter update. Yes, we'll be looking at that in around 10 minutes, James. So we're doing some screen capturing in around 10 minutes. Going to give everyone a chance to get into the live stream, and then we'll have a look and see what Peitao Peng is forecasting for winter of 2020-21. We've also got Blue Lightning with us saying, hello, Gav. Hope you're all having a great day. Yes, thank you for tuning in, Blue. I'm having a lovely day indeed, so thank you for being with us, my friend. We've got Ella Trish K saying, hey Gav, hey everyone. So good evening, or good afternoon, almost evening I suppose. Ellie, thank you for being with us this afternoon. We've got a new person. Always nice to see new names appearing within the live chat. We've got Sing Along Dog 8 saying, good evening Gav. So good evening, Sing Along Dog. Hope you're enjoying the live stream, and thank you for being with us. So let's have a look at one or two more. We've got Mark Kinnear saying, also, Yami, you mentioned about the awful summer of 1924. Could you please do a historic video at some point of that year? That would be on my to-do list, definitely, Mark. We'll have a look at 1924. And see what's going on we'll have a look at 1924, and we'll do a historic video about that at some point, I'm quite sure. Vincent Lasaric saying, what exactly causes a sudden stratospheric? Well, that's a very involved question, Vincent, so I won't have time to answer that on this live stream. But check out the UK Met Office. They've got a fantastic page where they go over sudden stratospheric warming, what causes them, what impacts they can have. If you do a Google search, sudden stratospheric warming UK Met Office, that will take you to the page, and that tells you all that you need to know. So we've got, if we have a look at one or two more, so Paul Miller is with us saying, hello everyone, looking forward to autumn updates in June. Yes, Paul, autumn updates will be getting underway in June, at the beginning of June. We'll be starting our autumn update. So we've got to get some forecast out of the way, of course, and then we'll be beginning autumn updates from the beginning of June. So that should be pretty interesting. Mark Hanish is saying the fat weather is breaking down over bank holiday. Does that mean the same summer 2007? I wouldn't have thought so, Mark. If you had a look at the Sunday Roundup, you'll see that although there is a bit of a breakdown being forecast for the bank holiday weekend, the Zor's height is still trying to reach in, and just as we get beyond the bank holiday weekend, the Zor's high is trying to get back in. So I wouldn't have thought that's particularly bad news. Looking at one or two more, we've got Philip saying, afternoon Gab and everyone, a lovely day, making the best of the just right, not too hot, not too cold weather to fix my shed. Looking forward to these winter analogues. Yeah, we're going to look at those in around 5 minutes, Philip. So thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Yes, it's been a nice day today. Temperature hasn't been too bad at all, has it? So, yeah, been a nice afternoon. Harvey Harbour is saying, hopefully you hit 7k subscribers by the end of summer. Yes, Harvey, we're trying to get the subs up to 7k. So I'm not sure we'll be able to do it. We haven't got the events forecast that we normally have at this time of year due to the coronavirus, of course. This time of year, we'd normally be starting to gear up towards Glastonbury. But of course we haven't got that. That's cancelled. All the other events that we normally forecast for in the summer, they're cancelled as well. So that will have a knock-on effect with everything else, like the traffic to the website, GarethWeathervids.com, and the subs to the channel and the video views overall. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to get 7k subs by the end of summer, but it would be nice if we could. But thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. We've got 73 people with us right now, so hello and thank you very much to our 73 concurrent viewers, and don't forget, give us a like on the video, let us know that you are enjoying it. Darren Kelly is saying, hi Gab, in Dublin today again. Cloudy in Dublin again today, so good afternoon Darren, thank you for being with us this afternoon. It's not been too bad here. It has been a bit cloudy at times, but we've had a fair amount of bright weather. So it's been one of those days where the sun's been in and out really with the clouds. But it hasn't been too bad at all. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. So a couple more minutes and then we'll have a look at those charts from Peitao Pengs, and we'll have a look at the observations, see what our pairs is forecasting for our maximum afternoon temperature on Wednesday, and we'll have a look at the latest observations, have a look at the latest ensembles from the ECMWF as well. So that's all coming up in around a couple of minutes time. We'll start that around 5:30. Henry W. Henry W. is saying, so explain the winters between 2009 and 2013. So there's basically a bit of a debate going on about warm summers, hot summers, and whatnot, and that's absolutely fine. You can sort of communicate with one another in the live chat as well. I'm going to read out the comments that I want to read out, but definitely you can sort of communicate with one another. That's absolutely fine in the live chat. So we do encourage people to have a discussion with one another if they want to. But of course, please keep the discussion friendly. We don't want people arguing and falling out about climate and whatnot. But if you want to get involved in a discussion with one another, that's absolutely fine. Shiram is saying, hello Gavin, are you going to include the Indian Ocean sea surface temperatures in addition to the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean sea surface temperatures for winter updates in September? Haven't decided that, actually, Shiram. I haven't decided whether we're going to do that or not. There has been a lot of speculation that last winter was partly driven by the Indian Ocean dipole being in a very warm, positive phase. So I've got to do some research about that, see what I think about it. We do have a lot of content that we already have in the winter updates. So if we add any more, it's going to mean that they become a little bit longer. Of course, very often they run to an hour already, so it is a bit of a struggle to add anything else, but I will have a look, and I'll have a look and see what we think. So I'll just answer a couple more, and then we're going to move on, and we'll have a look at those charts. I've got everything ready for the screen share section of the video. Let's carry on down. So Kevin Barber is with us. Good afternoon, Kevin. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. Saying good afternoon, gang. Great day for a walk along the foreshore in North Essex. Mediterranean blue skies and the lovely smell of a briny sea. That sounds absolutely fantastic, Kevin. So you're going to have a lot more of that over the coming days. Certainly up to around Wednesday, Thursday, there's going to be plenty more warm sunshine to enjoy, and we're just going to see the temperature getting warmer as well as we move into the middle part of the week. So there's plenty more of that to come. But thank you for being with us, Kevin. Thank you so much for doing that. And Craig saying a great selection of videos this weekend, Gav. Thank you so much, Craig. That's really, really kind. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying the content that we're producing at Gav's Web is at Boat. Going to have a very busy weekend to come next weekend. I'm not sure how on earth I'm going to get it all in, but yes, there will be plenty more content to come next weekend as well. Right, so shall we start doing that little bit of screen sharing I've been talking about? So let's enable, let's turn off the image first of all and enable the display capture. I'm going to start off with latest observations at XC weather. These have ticked down a little bit over the last hour or so. So around about an hour ago, these were up to around maximum temperature up to around 21. Now we see maximum temperature is around 20 in many locations in the east. 20 degrees is flashing away there in several locations. So Lake and Heath, Royal Air Force Base, for example, at 20 degrees. And we've also got Norwich flashing away at 20 degrees. And moving down into Southend on Sea, that is also 20 degrees. Going a little bit further north in towards Lincolnshire, we've also got Coningsby, 20 degrees as well. So the warmest temperatures have been in the eastern part of the country, but doing pretty well elsewhere. We've got Fairford at 18 degrees, Coles Hill at 17 degrees, and going further north to Doncaster there at 18 degrees as well. Moving in towards Wales, we've got Lake Vyrnwy at 11, a little bit on the chilly side there. Rhyl at 15, and we've also got Carnarvon Airport at 14 degrees. Moving further southwards, we've got Pembrey Sands at 13, so it's a little bit cooler across Wales. Moving down to southwest of England, Cardingham is at 15 degrees. Coolest temperatures are further north, though eastern Scotland quite warm. Inverbervie is at 17 degrees and Aberdeen is at 16. But into southwestern Scotland, Glasgow is at just 12, and Dunderalan, Arran, is at 10 degrees. You may have noticed when I do this, little fly around the country and look at these various towns and locations, I do struggle a little bit with some of the place names. We've got Belfast at 14 degrees as well. So warmest in the east, coolest across the southwest of Scotland. It's been quite damp as well across Scotland today, but generally the weather is on the up over the next few days. And as we heard, I think it's from Max Crazy Storm saying that the arpège model is forecasting temperatures to rise into the upper 20 Celsius on Wednesday. So we're at WX Charts for this one, wxcharts.com. And we'll have a look at Wednesday's temperature. So we're beginning at 6 o'clock in the morning. So then we're in these green colours, which on the temperature scale is kind of around 10 degrees, something like that. Going through to midday on Wednesday, the arpège lifting the temperature into low 20s Celsius then, particularly across southern and eastern parts of England. We're sort of going to around 20 to possibly 22, 23. And going through another 6 hours to 6 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday. That's when we get the peak of the temperature there with the arpège model. And yes, you can see on the colour shading, that is lifting the temperature into the darker orange colours then. Yes, definitely that is lifting temperatures into the darker orange colours for 6 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday, and so that could get us up to around 20 to around 25, 26, maybe 27 or 28 degrees. So Wednesday looked like a very warm day. It's probably going to be the warmest day, but it could actually be a little bit warmer even on, could be a little bit warmer on Thursday, depending on whether we have heavy showers and whatnot breaking out. So we could see some heavy showers breaking out on Thursday, but there's quite a bit of uncertainty about that, of course. So again, there's those temperatures for Wednesday, and they're going pretty warm. Right, this is the option that's on the table within the ECM. Of course, we couldn't show this when we did Gauss over sitting around. We couldn't show the ECM ensembles. The Icelandic Met doesn't update around lunchtime. Now we've gone through to BST. So this is the option that's on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. 27th of no, so that's going to be wrong, isn't it? That's for April. So what I'm going to do is flip that over, and that's the correct chart. I just noticed that just at the last minute. So these are the options on the table at day 10 within the ECM ensembles, which gets us to the 27th of May. Quite a few of them. Generally all involving high pressure, so we've got this top right hand blue box just here that has high pressure to our south, low pressure to the north, and bring in west wind. Could be a bit unsettled for the northern part of the country, mainly dry, quite warm for the south. 13 in this middle red box just here has us under high pressure, ridging from the Azores and going up to Scandinavia. That would bring a lot of dry and warm weather with it. 12 in this top right hand red box just here, again showing high pressure sitting over and slightly to the south of the country. 7 again with a nice ridge from the Azores high going to Scandinavia. That's bringing a lot of dry weather with it too. That includes the ECM operational run. And then 6 in this middle colour box just here has low pressure out to our northwest and bringing like a flat westerly type flow. That's going to be a little bit more unsettled. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This gets us to the 1st of June. So in this top red hand colour box just here, we have 20 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure centred right over top, low pressure should say, centred right over top of the country. That would bring us unsettled spell for the beginning of June in this top left hand colour box, red colour box just here. That would bring us wet and cool conditions. 18 with a ridge of high pressure from the west and going up to the northeast. That would bring us rather drier conditions. We've got some low pressure to our south, but that will be a bit dry, particularly compared to this option just here. And then 13 in this top right hand pink colour box has us in a westerly. So the ECM ensemble is looking a little bit unsettled actually as we get through to the beginning of June. Just a little bit unsettled with the ECM ensembles as we move into the beginning of June, certainly from where we are around day 10. Right, let's have a look at Peitao Pengs analogues next then. So I just want to start off with his summer forecast. So Peitao Peng has updated all of his forecast charts for this month. Peitao Peng works under the umbrella of NOAA, of course. So Peitao Peng is a NOAA forecaster, but creating experimental analogues-based forecasts as well. You remember a few years ago we used to look at analogues from Hugo van den Doel, again, who was working within the umbrella of NOAA. Hugo retired, and Peitao Peng took over. So this is the 200 millibar height anomaly from Peitao Peng for summer 2020. It does look a little bit mixed. I'm just going to make sure that you can see this okay. So hopefully you're all able to see this. Yeah, that's fine. You can all see this okay. So this is the 200 millibar height anomaly from Peitao Peng for summer of 2020. First of all, go for rather mixed summer. High pressure centering to our south. Low pressure, quite a deep trough of low pressure in the Atlantic. That would likely bring us quite a mixed sort of summer, quite an unsettled summer, but could be quite warm. That's quite a strong ridge from the Azores high just to our south. So I think what you would tend to get is the Azores high ridges in, pulls up a hot southerly, and the trough of low pressure pushes that out of the way, flattens the ridge off, and of course the breakdown could involve thunder. So it could be one of those summers that's really quite warm, maybe in some ways a little bit similar to last summer. Could be a summer that's really quite warm, but also quite volatile as well, with the risk of some heavy showers, maybe even some thunder. This is a temperature anomaly from Peitao Peng for the summer 2020, warmer than average. Of course, the British Isles is in an island in the far right-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. So, yes, it could be really quite a warm summer, if that's right, sort of a degree to 2 degrees above average. Peitao Peng is also, however, forecasting quite a wet summer. We're in those green colours. So, again, tying in what I just said, quite a warm summer, regular sort of pushes of heat from the south, but with a deep trough of low pressure in the Atlantic, very regularly flattening the ridge off, pushing the heat away, and probably involving heavy showers or thunderstorms. So I think Peitao Pengs analogues are pointing towards quite a warm, but also quite volatile summer with plenty of thunder going on. Let's go through to the winter then. This is what you're all waiting for, I suspect. So this is the 200 millibar height anomaly from Peitao Pengs Analogue's forecast for November, December, January 2020-21. And still seeing a signal for northern blocking. This has been a consistent signal within Peitao Pengs Analogues for 2 or 3 months now. It's continuing for this month's update as well. We see these red colours here around Greenland, in the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean, to south of Greenland, northern part of the Atlantic Ocean. That would be pulling the winds in from like a northerly to northeasterly direction. Low pressure is centred to our south, so again that could bring unsettled conditions to southern parts of Europe. It's a negative AO, NAO type pattern with a southerly tracking jet stream, and the low pressure could provide the energy for wet weather through Mediterranean. But for us, we're sort of in a northerly to northeasterly type flow there, looking quite cold. This is the 200 millibar height anomaly analog forecast for December, January, February 2020-21. Again, we see a signal for some northern blocking in the North Atlantic going up towards southern parts of Greenland. We've also got relatively high heights within the northern latitudes as well. Quite a deep trough of low pressure over Spain. If we come over here through southern parts of Europe, so again this is indicative of a negative AO, NAO type pattern with blocking, with a jet stream on a southerly track, sort of pattern that can pull in quite cold winds from the north and the northeast. And then that is January, February, March tri-monthly period for 2021. Excuse me. Again, we see an even stronger signal perhaps for blocking to centre itself over Greenland at this point. Low pressure again centred over Spain and into southern parts of Europe. This could easily pull in the winds from an easterly or a northeasterly direction. That could be cold actually, really quite cold indeed for excuse me, for many northern parts of Europe. It's been a consistent signal within Peitao Pengs analogues as well, interestingly, over the past few months. And again, whatever he's seeing within, he bases his forecast on sea surface temperature anomalies. So whatever he's seeing within the oceans at the moment are definitely pointing him towards like a northern blocking type winter. Do bear in mind, this is very early days, though. This is really early days for this. So we won't start taking any of this seriously until we get to around September or October. So at the moment, this is just for fun, just for interest purposes only. But it is quite interesting, but it's a relatively clear signal. This is a temperature anomaly for December, January, February from Peitao Pengs. We're not actually notably cold here for the UK and Ireland. I think we're just a little bit below average on the temperature scale. However, you'll notice we don't have to go very far to our south and east to be significantly cold on average. So Spain, for example, is like a couple of degrees below average. And over here, many sort of central western parts of Europe, again, 1 to 2 degrees below average on the temperature scale. So, because we're just on the periphery all the time of cold temperatures to our east, the warm ocean, that's where we're set, like our place in the world means that we are always in that sort of no man's land, really, between being neither one thing nor another. But based on the height anomaly, I think we would probably expect a cold winter from that if the heights did come out as Peitao Pengs is indicating. And that's the temperature anomaly for January, February, March. Not quite as cold for Western Europe, but still generally hinting at quite a coldish sort of time of it. So that's it for this month's update from Peitao Pengs, and it's still in line with what Peitao Pengs has been showing with his analogues forecast over the past few months of updates. So we've been showing this with the round, I think, since maybe February or March. Not sure when we started showing these, but it's a consistent signal, which is quite interesting. So whatever Peitao Pengs is seeing within the oceans, to create these analogues. It's quite a consistent signal for this sort of northern blocking to be a feature of this coming winter. So it's all just for fun, it's all just for speculation. Don't be thinking by any means we're going to get a cold winter either in the UK or for northern parts of Europe. But we shall have another look again at Peitao Pengs Analogue Forecast next month within a live stream on a Sunday next month. And next week, I think we'll have a look at the Beijing Climate Centre. That should be updated by next week. So I'll have a look at the Beijing Climate Centre to see what that's showing for the coming winter in next Sunday's live stream. Right, so that's it for that little section of screen capturing. We shall turn off the screen capture and we'll put our image back up, and then we'll move back over to YouTube, and we'll see what you've all been saying about that. So I see it's been very, very lively within the discussion. Lots and lots of comments. So let's see what you all say. I see we've been hovering around 80 concurrent viewers while we've been doing that. So again, big response this week. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to be here for around another 15 minutes, and then we'll wrap things up at around 6 o'clock. But thank you so much, everybody, for being with us this afternoon. And I hope you enjoyed that little look at Peitao Pengs Analogue. So I've got back to where I was within the live chat. We'll just have a look at one or two more of your comments before we wrap things up in around 15 minutes time. So Dagger is with us. Dagger 1331. That's almost like THX 1138, which was George Lucas's first ever theatrical film, by the way. So we got Dagger 1331 saying summer 2019 wasn't that warm, but it peaked really strong. Yes, it was a strange summer, wasn't it, Dagger? The summer of 2019 was quite a strange-ish sort of summer, with regular sort of heat spikes, but also interludes of cooler weather. I remember that remarkable Thursday, where the temperature shot up to a record 39 degrees, I think it was, at Cambridge. But then just a couple of days after that, well, around 3 days, by the Sunday, it was cold and pouring with rain. I've never seen that happen. In Northants, I think it got up to 37 degrees on Thursday, 99 sort of knocking on the door of 100 Fahrenheit. By the Sunday, just 3 days afterwards, the temperature maxed out only at 14 degrees, and it poured with rain all day. I've never seen such an enormous contrast within such a short period. So that was really really quite remarkable what happened there, and it was a very, very strange summer. The reanalysis as well, we showed it in today's Analogues update actually for the summer. The reanalysis is really odd for the summer of 2019 as well, with a lot of northern blocking and high pressure to our east, which would tend not to go with one another. Normally you have high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west. You'll have a hot summer, but that tends not to tie in with northern blocking. So it's a very, very strange summer last summer, both in terms of the contrast that we saw and also in terms of the overall pattern. And we was very, very close to having quite a cold and wet summer, actually, last summer. It wasn't that far away from it at all. Chris Clifford is saying, good afternoon, Gav. Thanks again for the great viz as always. Thank you so much, Chris. That's really, really kind. Thank you so much for that, my friend. And as long as people want to see the content, then we're happy to keep producing it. So, again, thank you so much for that lovely comment. Mchon Venger is saying, this was louder than the government video I just come from, though not sure what that's relating to. John Corner is saying, and back, yes man, we like the info. So thank you, John. Thank you so much, my friend, for being with us this afternoon. I'm pleased you're enjoying the live stream. Moving down from the chat, Darren Kelly is asking, hi Gav, we had so many low pressures from last September to March, going back through same previous years. Is their records kept below pressure? If so, thinking things have to balance out. I think we've seen that anyway, Darren. So, I mean, we did have such a long run of low pressure, started in the autumn, like latter part of September, just carried on, didn't it, all the way through the autumn, all the way through the winter. We did get a little drier interlude in January, I suppose, but generally it was a very, very low pressure dominated winter. And so I think what's happened as we got to the spring is that the only place we could go from that was to, to high pressure. And I think that's what's happened with this spring. Now, whether that high pressure carries on into the summer as well, so we have 6 months of low pressure sort of thing, and then 6 months of high pressure, that remains to be seen. But I definitely think the way we have swung into high pressure from all of that low pressure, that probably has happened due to the fact that the only place the weather could go from all of that low pressure is it was like to much higher pressure through the spring. 77 concurrent viewers with us right now, so thank you so much everybody for tuning in this afternoon. We'll be here for another 10 minutes and then I think we're going to wrap things up. And just remember to give us a like on video though, and let us know, and let YouTube know as well, that you've been enjoying the video. Soul Saver is with us saying hi Gav and guest. So thank you, Soul Saver, for being with us. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Chris Taylor is saying hi Gav, cloudy today in Manchester. It's not been too bad here, Chris. It's been sun's been a little bit in and out behind the clouds, and then coming and going. But it's not been too bad at all. So Jonathan Edwards is saying, great live stream, Gav. Wind's been particularly chilly here and in sunny Wales. So, yep, it's been a bit on the cool side with the wind here as well, Jonathan. So we have had some quite coolish sort of winds today. But when the sun's been out, it hasn't felt too bad. It's been a pretty good drying day. I think everybody's had their washing out. I suspect they've had their washing dry very quickly today. It's been that sort of day. So we've got Paul Pyro. Another new name. So great to see so many new names getting involved with the live stream. As we're going along with this, we're definitely building up a following and bringing in new people as well. So just a big thank you, huge thank you to all of you for tuning in. Of course, special thank you to new followers. So Paul Pyro is saying, morning Gavin. So I'm not sure whether Paul is in America or somewhere, but it's afternoon or evening, actually, Paul. But never mind. Paul said, the weather is very boring now. Can you arrange some storms and rain, please? We're going to keep more high pressure and fine conditions going until the middle of the week, Paul, most definitely. As we get through to like Thursday and Friday, we could start to see some heavy showers beginning to break out. Then we may start seeing heavy showers beginning to break out. There's quite a bit of not sure where you are in the country, but there is quite a bit of uncertainty about those showers and possibility of storms like at the end of the week, around Thursday, possibly to Friday. So for the more southern areas, they do look quite hit and miss, I think, on the latest data. Might be a little bit more widespread for more central northern parts of the country. But again, we've got to firm up on the detail about that. After that, we probably go through a period of slightly more unsettled conditions, like Friday, Saturday, possibly sunny, but it doesn't look like it's going to be long before the Azores high is back. That's certainly how things were looking when we went through the charts on Gav's Weather's sunny roundup anyway. It doesn't look as though it's going to be long before the Azores high gets back in. So we shall see. But thank you for being with us this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Mark, can this say wasn't July 1999 hot, Gavin? So yes, we had a hot July in 1999. That's quite a strange summer, cool, wet June. Very warm in July, a hot July with a 17 Celsius CT. And then August 1999, I think, was very wet, but it did have a hot start. Chris is saying, hi Gav and everyone, Great vids as always. I've been following you since early 2018. So maybe it's a beast from the east, Chris. Chris Clifford. Maybe it's a beast from the east, but sort of brought you into the videos during early 2018. But anyway, thank you for following us since 2018. Chris is saying, so I've been following since 2018, and you're by far the best and most detailed forecaster, and I've learned a lot. You are very informative. Well, that's very, very kind, Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris. For that. That's really kind, and everybody's just so lovely to me. I always have a really great response from everyone, so that's just really kind. Thank you so much for that lovely comment. And as long as people want to keep, as I keep saying, as long as people want to keep seeing the videos and the content, we are very, very happy to keep producing it. So thank you so much, Chris, for that. Asian Major is saying, really enjoying the live stream whilst preparing roast beef. So enjoy your roast beef, Adrian. So he's enjoying the live stream while preparing the roast beef dinner for this evening. Hope to eat outside if temps hold up. Adrian's going to go al fresco and have his beef dinner outside. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, for being with us this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and I hope you enjoy your beef dinner. Fran Setter is saying, I don't cool 14 Celsius. Feels like 12 in southwest Wales. Warm. Really disappointing. Things are going to get better, Fran. Things are going to warm up over the coming days. So just hang in there, and things will get better. I can promise you that by Wednesday you will be feeling much, much warmer. I've also got Chris Clifford saying, you're not wrong, Chris. Ken Barber, I should say, saying, you're not wrong, Chris. Clifford, weather forecasting made idiot-proof. I've learned so much. Thank you, Kevin. That's really, really kind of you to say that. Thank you so much. Sharky Train is with us saying, hi, Gal. I'm sorry I'm late. Never mind, Sharky. You're with us now, and I hope you enjoyed whatever of the live stream that you've managed to catch. People can come and go as they want. They don't have to start right at the very beginning of the live stream and be with us all the way through the hour. They can start with us, maybe go off and do something else, and then come back a little bit later on, and then come in later and whatnot. So it's absolutely fine. You just do what works for you, and as long as you're here at some point through the live stream, then we're really happy and really grateful about that. Alan Jesse saying, hi Gav, agree with a lot of comments, being quite chilly, being quite chilly, Friday, Saturday, sunny, keen wind. Yeah, we have had that nagging wind, it's been here as well, Alan, so yes, it has felt quite cool at times. Things will be warming up in the days ahead. Jamie is saying, won't be long before the autumn updates, Gav, so yes, indeed, that's right, Jamie, we'll be starting autumn updates in the beginning of June. So I had to stop and think about where we are just then. So yes, beginning of June, we begin the autumn updates. Before then, of course, we've got the summer forecast to do. So things are getting very, very serious with the summer forecast. 2 weeks today, actually, is when we will be releasing our summer 2020 forecast. So we're nearly there. We're nearly at the end of the journey through to summer, and then it will be on into autumn updates, of course. I see that there's a lot of interest in those analogues from Peitao Pengs. So yeah, just remember everybody, it's all just for fun at the moment. It's very experimental. I probably shouldn't really be showing you data for the winter, but these are grim times, aren't they? They're grim times, and I want people to have a bit of fun when we're doing the live streams, and so I thought, why not? The chance are there, might as well have a look at them, just as long as everybody remembers that it won't be until September, really at the earliest, that things will start getting more serious for like the countdown to winter, but as long as people take them for what they are, which is just a bit of fun, just something to have a bit of fun with, then that's fine. So I see that quite a lot of you were interested in those analogues indeed. We'll see what Peitao Peng is forecasting, of course, for the winter of 2020-21. In a live stream next month. Been so busy. Been so busy today. And again, I'm so sorry, but I haven't got time to go through all of your questions and whatnot. But I always feel bad when people get left out. I've gone to the trouble of posting comments and questions, but the chat's just been absolutely on fire this afternoon. So much interest for this one. So thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. John Stenson is saying, well done, Gav, for another great live chat. Very informative and entertaining as always. Thank you so much, John. That's really, really kind. Thank you so much for that. And Adrian May saying would love a cold, hopefully snowy winter. It's about time we have one. We're certainly due a colder winter, just as we're due a hot August. I think we're certainly due a colder winter, Adrian. So we shall see where things go. Of course, we've got summer forecasts to push out, and also we've got the autumn update to get on with in June as well. So a lot of water to pass, or a lot of forecasting to pass under the bridge before we get to that. So busy, and again, I'm just so sorry I can't read everybody's comments and questions out. So I'll just do a couple more, and then we'll wrap things up. We've got, I saw quite interesting, we've got Matthew Hackett saying, great live stream, as always. Thank you so much, Matthew. Please that you enjoyed it. And also, I see that we had somebody, nothing to see here, is saying that Athens hit 41 degrees yesterday, a 150-year record for May. Incredible. So that's over 100 Fahrenheit. What's that? 40 degrees. That would be something like 104, maybe 105 Fahrenheit. That would be too much for me. I don't know about you, but that would be too much for me. Right, so that's it. We're going to wrap things up there. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on this afternoon's live stream. It's been a really great stream. I think we peaked at around 80 concurrent viewers, so these live streams are getting bigger week by week. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. Thank you so much to Savvy for moderating this live stream. I can see it's been a really, really busy stream for Savvy to moderate. So if everybody can say thank you to Savvy and give Savvy a thumbs up, I should say, that would be really great, because Savvy has had his work cut out in the last hour. I can see that. So we'll wrap the live stream up there. In the next couple of days, we're going to have our usual recording and uploading. And you know, if you're a regular viewer to Gaz Weatherbeach, you know what we do on a Monday and on a Tuesday as well. The next live stream will be on Wednesday. That will be the last Wednesday afternoon lockdown live stream. That's at 4 o'clock on Wednesday, be the final Wednesday afternoon lockdown live stream. And of course, we'll be live streaming again next Sunday. And I think next Sunday we'll have a look at the Beijing Climate Centre and see what that's showing for the winter of 2020-21 within next Sunday's live stream. Going to be a busy weekend of updates as well next weekend. We'll, of course, have the weekend forecast on the Saturday. We'll have our final Analogues update for the summer on the Sunday. We'll be Gazworthy's Sunday Roundup. We'll have the ECMWF Meteo France DWD Long Range update next Sunday as well. That be between Gazworthy's Sunday Roundup and the live stream. So Sunday next week will be really, really busy for content. I think we'll probably do the Beijing Climate Centre versus CFS 6 months lookout on the Saturday evening. And if that wasn't enough, on Bank Holiday Monday we'll have our last episode, I should say, for the Frozen 40s trilogy. That one will be a historic video looking at the winter of 1941, 1942, the third and final of the trilogy of cold winters during the early years of the Second World War. So that will be the historic video for Bank Holiday Monday. So how I'm going to get all of that in, I really don't know. By this time next week, I'll probably be hooked up to oxygen or something. But I'll get it all done, and that's what's going to be coming up next weekend. But of course, between now and then, there will be plenty of videos and lots of content to come. Right, stay safe and stay well, everyone. And we're going to see you live on Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Thank you so much, everyone, for a great live stream, and enjoy the rest of your sunny evening. Don't forget to check out Discord as well if you would like to become a member of Discord. And then we're across all social media channels. We've got the website, we've got YouTube, we've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, and now Discord. So you name it, we're there. Right, have a great rest of your sunny evening, and that's all for now. Thanks for watching.